Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6th week of action in the Montreal Overwatch League. This week, we are back with a full English cast with the faker of commentary in the French world, Susu Christian D. Rogers. How are you doing, my fine sir?
I'm doing good today, man. Thank you for inviting me to cast with you in English. I'm sorry for Tsui with my accent in the background. I'm sorry, Tsui. But I'll get it on. I'll get it back.
I just have to say, everyone, I did not invite him. He forced himself onto us today. It is all on him. Blame him, please.
Oh, man, come on. People love me, you know. It's all good.
Everyone loves you in the French commentary, and everyone will love you tonight. I am quite sure of that.
I hope.
But today, we have two very interesting matches coming to us from Windstorm Gaming and Beaver Riders. And the first match of the night, Rivals versus I Need Healing. In the three maps we have tonight, we start off with a 2CP map, Hanamura as voted by the players. Nepal is going to be the second one on the schedule, and Numbani will be the third map, if necessary, for both games. What do you think about the four teams we have lining up tonight for the matches?
All right, so for starting, we already know Rivals is like just stomping the league right now, like pretty good players and really solid gameplay. But for the double capture point for the first match, I think it's really interesting because I Need Healing is really strong on the double capture point. They came up with a lot of points in those maps, like a lot of capture time. So for the first map, I think I Need Healing double capture point with Hanamura, it's a really good pick for this team. And I really need to be honest over here. I really think that Windstorm versus Beaver Rider is going to be like a crazy match.
Crazy match for the second place.
Ranking.
Yeah, second place in the rankings.
Exactly.
And this is going to be very interesting. What you said about I Need Healing being proficient on the 2CP maps, I think that's interesting since this is the first map we're going to see tonight, and it might give them the momentum to challenge Rivals, the best team in the league, and maybe run off with an upset today. Because Rivals, remember, completely undefeated so far in the Montreal Overwatch League, and we are 1 week away from having a complete ranking, and the games will be decided, and we will head to the finals.
Yeah, so an upset will be great, but we kind of need to be real with us.
Yeah.
Rivals, it's super strong, but if I Need Healing prepare themselves for that match and they're like, I'm ready, let's do this, we might see an upset. But Rivals are always solid normally, so they might be still solid tonight. I hope they're still solid.
Absolutely. And if we want to look at maybe the most surprising game of yesterday, we need to look at Mirage versus UDM, which was won by University of Montreal, which is completely crazy.
Completely crazy. But we talked about it before, and UDM team is an upset team. It's like under pressure team. They lost the first map, though. They lost Hanamura, but they came back strong on Nepal, and nobody, they just won it. And that was pretty savage at the end. With the capture point, we didn't know what happened, and boom, the fight went on, and they lost. UDM won, but Mirage, they lost. But yeah, UDM, last year, they were the upset team. They started from the bottom ranks and they finished third in the
They
ranking.
made quite a good comeback towards the end of the season.
Exactly.
And I think they have this drive that whenever they're considered to be the underdogs, whenever they're just about to lose, they just bunch up and play as one big team, big composition, and they drive forward with their dive comps, and it's very interesting to see.
Exactly, and they also have Filthy Casual, which is you just go ham when he needs to. He's like a beau jeu player. He always needs to be. He's a beau jeu player.
I wanted that today. I wanted the beau jeu because that's what we're getting tonight. We are heading into game number 1 with Rivals and I Need Healing. They are setting up on this map in Hanamura. I Need Healing with Yante, Mercy, Supreme, Fox, Adamike, and Trix TV. On the side of Rivals, we have the usual suspects, Jagsby, Nico, Alien42, Dunks, Antol, and Fearless. What do you think about Alien 42 going on Diva in this map, especially considering that we've seen him play a lot of, well, not a lot, but a bit of Junkrat with extreme proficiency, and this is kind of a map that could really fit a Junkrat composition.
Yeah, but right now I think they need like a little bit of like a tankiness, but still offensive with the Alien 42 because they have Dunks, which is on the Sombra right now. Maybe they're gonna change picks because they're gonna attack. So they might be like troll picks. But the thing is like if they run like 2 support plus Sombra, it's like they have 3 supports. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do with this. But Dunks normally is like the biggest tank player right in the league right now. So of the competition, I think they're gonna dive with like the Diva and the Winston.
Yeah,
on the other side, they have the Junkrat for sustained damage. So let's see what's up with this.
They have Jags B to protect the backline. Nico is trying to find the angle straight up, starting the round. They're on the point, trying to destroy the trap. This is happening for Rivals. They are on the point. Fearless very low. He finds the time shift. Here we go. He's back there trying to kill something. So far, so good for I Need Healing. They've been protecting themselves pretty well so far, but definitely an advantage for Rivals. They need to get on that point. Still contested. 4 people on it. Ooh, that kill is going to be so important. Yante using his Junkrat, as we said earlier, to clear up the point, but Rivals will pick that one up pretty easily. And as we said, if I Need Healing cannot get the momentum with this game where they have been somewhat proficient, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and also like if anything would have started the game as an offensive, they might like take the momentum like right away. And in defense, like in defense state, they're not like the strongest team right now. They're more like of an offensive team.
Yeah, and Dunks going straight on the point, chasing down Yante. Right now, Rivals Gaming proving to be the aggressive team here today. I Need Healing, maybe a bit too conservative, waiting for the right opportunity, but they will find none. 3 versus 1 so far, and Dunks is rampaging through this team. Mercy is trying to find the right picks to heal. She's not going to find anything so far, and Rivals is still completely eradicating I Need Healing so far. 3 kills on the side of Rivals. This is pretty free so far. This is looking good for Rivals. They have 5 out of their 6 players completely on fire. This point is still contested, but it's not going to be too long before they find a way to end this round. Very quick work done by Rivals. Unless a miracle happens, I Need Healing will find themselves 1 game behind. This is something we need to see right now. The action is still happening very slowly. Just a bit left on that point. And here we go. They captured it. That is 2-0. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. Rivals Gaming completely obliterates I Need Healing in their game today. I have no words.
Yeah, but they're gonna switch side. But the thing is like Rivals Gaming, they had Nico on the Pharah, right? And one thing that you need to know when you play like against a solid Pharah, you actually really need some hit scan. Like Mekri, like Soldier, or might like have a Diva so you can counter like the rockets in the air.
If not to kill her, at least to disrupt her and force movement.
Exactly, but right now they didn't have it. They have like Junkrat, and Junkrat can do shit, can do nothing against a Pharah, and they have like a Supreme was on Zarya. Zarya cannot hit Pharah at all. Fox can jump right with Winston, but won't do anything. But that was like their matchup. They really need a hit scan against a Pharah, and Nico was in the shadow of Rudy last season. So Rudy was like the Pharah, but we all know that Nico is a solid Pharah.
He's proving himself to be just as good, if not maybe better, because the composition right now is working in his favor on every side. And, you know, right now he's working on Zarya. We've seen him pick Junkrat. Maybe he's going to pick something else. But on offense like this, they're all going to be dangerous. And if you have no way of dealing with Pharah, as it is the case right now for I Need Healing, he's just going to have to switch to that and just use the opportunity and get the first point immediately.
Like, Pharah is really a high risk, high reward character. Like, if you cannot pull it off in a match, you're just going to lose.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Rivals was on offense, but they are actually on defense right now. Zarya is definitely a good pillar pick for their team. Man, I don't know about Yante still going for Junkrat on offense. This is going to be a difficult
I
take.
think like Junkrat is a really good pick in offense because he can also like spam in the doorways to push through. The thing I said like with Yante on the Junkrat before is because they had Pharah on the other side, so Junkrat was kind of useless against the Pharah, and the Pharah was doing a lot of damage. That was the problem. Let's go.
All right, so we have Rivals Gaming on defense, and I Need Healing trying to pierce that wall that Rivals has been putting up in front of them so far. Yante getting healed up after going for a couple of shots. They are going upstairs, trying to deal some damage from there. Find the right angle to approach the situation. Getting a couple of damage. The trash damage coming in from Yante. He's going to use his trap, try to zone people out. They are on the point. Let's see how they fare. First trade coming up for Rivals. It's 3-1 so far with Mercy's res on Tricks TV. Dunks goes for Mercy. Very effective Reinhardt so far from Dunks. Pillar defensively. You have Nico to protect everyone else. If you build an offense around Dunks' Reinhardt, you can definitely make any kind of defensive push happen.
Yeah, like Dunks right now is probably one of the most solid tank in the league, if like one of the most solid tank in Quebec right now. And he's young, he's motivated, and he's memeing.
He's posing for the camera, using his ultimate right away. He reveals himself to be a force to be reckoned with. He's going for the charge, doesn't pick up anything, and he will die, rezzed immediately by Jaxby. He knows exactly how important he is for the defense right now. Dunks is going really low, and he's going to fall once again. No chance to counter that. But Nico's going to pick up the slack, kills Adamike. It's going to be very important. We have 3 ultimates on the side of Rivals so far. An opportunity for more defense. Tricks TV has his, and Mercy also has his ultimate, but nothing offensive so far. Fearless wants to go for the kills right now, being very aggressive, chasing down the people from IDL.
Really aggressive, and they're not contesting his presence, and he has his ult.
My goodness, that beautiful angle. He found exactly the right place to stay, and he's using it. And right now, they're being attacked on both fronts, and it is very difficult for Fox to hold any kind of defense on the side of I Need Healing. They have to kill Fearless. He is still on the bridge using his own healing. Alien 42 immediately enters the fray with his ultimate. Gonna destroy I Need Healing's team. And this spells doom. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And so far, not a single tick on that point for I Need Healing. Go.
Yeah, right now they really need like to contest all the play, all the space where the Rivals is covering. Like we got the Soldier 76 on the high ground, but we barely could like push him away. We have like all the big plays from the Reinhardt. We have a Reaper, of course, to get all the tanks, but still the tanks are really playing well, so we cannot do anything on that.
Pretty commendable push so far for I Need Healing. They've got half of the A point captured. Let's see if they can hold that much longer. No! Antol goes for Tricks TV and Yante after the ultimate came in from Nico. This defense is complete.
Double
35
kill
seconds.
from Lucio.
It's going to be interesting, though. They have time to get on that point, but they might need to trickle a tiny bit in order to get there. Alien 42 holding himself like a wall in front of that door. Dunks is trying to protect his team.
We have 2 big ults on the side of Rivals, so I don't think they're going to be able to cap the point.
Very difficult. The disrupting ult from Alien 42 uses it right away. Fearless goes for his, and he's on that point, and he's going to kill some people. Tricks TV is the first victim. Fox goes down, and Adamite next. This game is over. 1-0 for Rivals Gaming. Oh, immediately on that point from Mercy. Is it going to be enough? Can anyone come in? Nope. That's going to be it. Beautiful. Well, good effort on the side of I Need Healing on that last push, but too little, too late. Rivals Gaming takes this one pretty easily.
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming, but they let 1 tick on the last capture point, but still. Like,
I mean, if you're going against Rivals, you're expecting some very solid offense, but the way they defended that point was textbook.
yeah, exactly.
Dunks was capable of holding the ground, and every single time any kind of offense came in from the side of I Need Healing, you had every kind of offensive player scattering around the map, and Nico was just protecting them with bubbles, and it was done. From there, they couldn't touch them.
And also, like, Dunks knew when to tank damage and when to ditch damage. So
Yes.
at some point, it just like went ham in the other team. Like, sweep three or four players, he died, got resurrected, sweep 2 other players, and die for real this time.
Yeah.
But like, he always knew how to dish damage before. Like, okay, I know my place. I'm taking this door, but after that, I can go like harder in the
But
paint.
it's so worth it. Usually the best sign of whether a Reinhardt is being effective or not is his shield control. If he understands when to put the shield up and when to go for the good damage and when to die, that is how you know a good Reinhardt is on the map right now. Because he knew the first time he died, he knew exactly that Jax B was willing to resurrect him immediately as he died. That's exactly what happened. And even when he fell the second time, it didn't really matter because you have Alien to back up. You have so much disruption on that team. And, I mean, it's one Reinhardt.
Exactly. And those guys, they didn't play like together like for a long time, but they all know like the game sense of the other players. And then like Dunks know that Jax B has a lot of game sense. So it's like, of course, if I'm gonna die right now, I'm gonna get a res, like a free res, just like let's go.
Of course, exactly.
So yeah, the game sense of Rivals Gaming is really outstanding and incredible. I need the link need to step up in a capture point like King of the Hill map, like Nepal, like right now, like right here.
Like we're gonna see, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that and I need the link can maybe like put a little upset, like show it a little upset, but still Rivals Gaming is so solid. We need to see. Like Yante is a really solid DPS. Trix TV, my boy, you know me. Is really like pushing through in his Lucio play. Like he's going up, like a really nice growth. But the thing is, maybe we're like they're not on the same level. Those two teams are clearly on the same are not on the same level. We need to capture the momentum for any dealing. If we believe in one chance to win the match. We need a momentum.
And speaking of Trix TV, there are not a lot of things that we can say about I Need Healing that are positive from this last game. But one thing that I noticed was that Trix TV's movement was really effective because he was always the last one to fall on his team, or almost always. Never kind of overextended, really went for the risky play, tried to be conservative. Maybe that's a good or positive, a positive or negative, but at least he isn't an active factor in his team's defeat. So if they can build from that and just go for solid play, yes, they could possibly make an upset in a game like in a map like Nepal.
Exactly. So we're gonna go back in game, and right now I really think like in the last game we kind of seen that I Need the Link didn't counter any picks from Rivals. And so at some point you need to play like the character you're familiar with. But the thing is like if they play Farah on Rivals Gaming and there's no hit scan on I Need the Link, it's gonna be a total rampage. It's not fair unless we got like Pro Supreme who's gonna counter everything. We'll see, but
who knows?
Right now it's looking bad in my opinion from I Need the Link.
They're going for Diva, and that's pretty much the only character that can properly defend against Nico. But he's going for the Rockets, and he's flanking on. Look at these. They're doing some damage already.
Thanks for the assist.
Rivals Gaming now, trying to get on that point. I Need Healing tries to take good position, and they are kind of bunched up against Nico. This is not going to work out too well. They are, although, getting the picks in their favor. That's 3 and a mech. 4 now with Alien 42 gone. I Need Healing is really doing well right now. They captured that point.
Let's go.
Antal is going to be the last victim, and with a good delay on him too. So Rivals Gaming is going to have to wait a tiny bit longer in order to get back into this game, which I'm sure they can do. Supreme trying to scout out some possible aggressors, and he found a couple. And he's going down. Alien 42 from max range going for that kill. Adamike is the only one who can pick up anything in that situation. Picks up Nico, but gets resurrected immediately by Jax B. What a beautiful offense from Rivals Gaming. Completely countered everything I Need Healing had.
It's like I Healing was pretty explosive on the first take of the point, so that was cool because it's not easy to capture the first point against the Rivals Gaming, but Rivals Gaming just like, okay guys, let's do this. We got it back. It was pretty like overwhelming.
Now, if they can position Adamike and Yante well, they can use the two ultimates to disrupt the team very effectively. Adamike picks up Alien 42. That's a good entry pick. Wow. Fearless. Absolutely stellar. Goes for the headshot on Supreme, and that works out for him. XB resurrecting Alien 42. The backline is going to be protected. Adamike uses his ultimate, kills Jax B. That's important right now. 3 picks, 4 picks more on the side of I Need Healing, and they finally get it back. That's going to be 40-something% versus 37 and counting. Very good. Right now, they are defending themselves very well.
But like I said earlier, like in all the other streams, I Need Healing on capture point, King of the Hill is really, really solid. They love to deathmatch. They love to fight each other in some point. I think they find like to escort like a payload, it's boring. So they really like all those fights.
It's going to be difficult now with Nico arriving on the point. He wants blood, and he's going to find it. Kills Mercy, chases him down, and he's gone. And no Mercy on the field means you can't be resurrected, and that tempo is completely in Rivals Gaming's favor. This is going to be a point captured immediately by Rivals, and honestly, they've been so effective. The thing that is going to decide this round is how fast I Need Healing can capture that point, if they can at all, because Rivals has wasted no time at all.
None. So we have like 2 ultimate on the side of I Need Healing. I think Yante really needs to make the great picks. We're going to follow it right now. So we need to get the healers. If we don't get Mercy, it's kind of a waste.
He's going for Alien, and nope, no go. Yante completely wastes his ultimate trying to go too far. Nico not gonna waste his. Ooh, the ultimate by Trix TV comes in just in time to protect Mercy. Still gonna fall though, so the Supreme, and that point is still I Need Healings. They still found it.
No, they switch it, but yeah, that was crazy.
Very good, 80% and counting. Ooh, they're gonna get it back, Rivals Gaming. Again, no time wasted. This is some fast-paced Overwatch. It's 87% and counting. I don't know if they're going to have time to get back on this point. Nico is scouting out for bodies right now. He wants them to fall. 95%. Can anyone get on that point in time? They are contesting. We are going to have an overtime. Fearless goes straight for Adamike and then goes for Mercy. Wow! Supreme is the next victim for Fearless, and he has been completely accurate. Fantastic play from Fearless, saves his team from a possible fight, and maybe a possible comeback from I Need Healing. Negated. Rivals 1-0.
Yeah, and also like we saw Atomike to switch to Pharah.
Too late.
A bit late, and also like Atomike's Pharah, it was great in all the matches that we've seen before in the league. But tonight, Fearless McCree is on point, accurate, like a god with the deagle.
The deagle.
With the deagle. So one deeds. So right now, the Pharah pick is a really smart pick. But if the other if the other like hitscan is filling himself,
yeah, and they go for both Fearless on McCree and Entol
on Anna.
Is going for Anna, and that's going to be very interesting. Adamike switched, and immediately after, Rivals had a counter pick for it. All right, Nico going in with his Genji, trying to do something very effective here. I don't know if that Genji is the right pick here. They still don't have a good way to deal with a Pharah, but Nico's guaranteed to get some kills in with Genji. We've seen it before, we'll see it again, and just as I say this, boom, Supreme gone, Mercy gone, everything is going the side of Rivals Gaming right now.
Oh, but yeah, but Nico Genji is against the Pharah, but you have like Fearless and Untold for the first, there's no problem. Like, the Genji pick is against like Mercy, Junkrat, and all the Squishy and Lucio, so that's pretty strong.
You want to get those bodies on the ground. Nico with his ultimate. Beautiful. That's 5 men gone. completely. And Adamike falls right after Fearless. Thank you. Picking up Nico's slack, if we can call it that. Ooh, that ultimate is so juicy. Right in front, we have a Reinhardt protecting their team, but that's going to stall them for so long.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Fearless, for that time on the clock. Adamike, though, with that rocket, going to solve a problem. The equation completed. Maybe they can get in on this with the ultimate coming in. Entol has his. Can definitely boost dunks right now. He would need it. He falls before he can do anything about it. Alien 42 still has his. Could defend the point with that. But so far, I need healing. Good little counter to that offense. Found a way to get the right pick, and now they are attacking that point. Ooh! Slice and dice. You are not going anywhere. Nico and Fearless. Whew! That fire right now?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we're like 20% left from the end of that matchup. So I hope like Annie Dealing can make an upset and come back in the game, at least capture the point one time. Right now we feel like it's way more one-sided than the first map.
Honestly, if they can do that and just make us see a bit more Overwatch. Yante goes for dunks, and that's going to be effective. And yeah, well, Jaxby is nowhere to be seen on that point. They might go for that and capture it. Our wish be granted?
Maybe.
Craziness.
Yes.
Absolute madness. Nico is trying to get away from that fight. He doesn't want to deal with Adamike with good reason. That's I Need Healing's first capture on this map. We will see maybe a bit more. Fox is the only one with an ultimate. Supreme will get his, but those two things do not mesh too well. Fearless! My gosh, what are you doing? My friend! Look at these shots! Fearless is firing from all cylinders. He is the truest cowboy. Let's go!
Yeah, Fearless is really feeling himself right now, like really a lot.
Whew. That angle on Trix TV? Can someone please?
Nah, he's playing out of his mind right now.
Ugh.
Wow,
This man.
great match. Like great plays from both sides. Everybody was playing out of his mind, but Fearless was not letting any chance.
That is some Hawkeye accuracy, man.
Exactly.
No way he misses.
No way, never.
Ooh, that's a good little play of the game. We didn't see that too well, but Adamike really effective on that one. And of course,
Yeah, that's
that
what
was play of the game.
Wow.
Well. I mean, no surprises here today.
No.
No upsets. Rivals, and let's be frank, they completely destroyed I Need Healing, but
Yeah.
we saw signs of life.
Exactly. The thing that we saw signs of life against such a strong team, it means good. Like any link can say, like, guys, we lost, but we capped the point times to times. A lot of teams could not cap anything against rivals. So at least they know that they're getting better and their structure is getting more and more solid. So good job, I Need Healing. Like we all know that you were up against rivals.
We all know
We
is the word of the day. We know.
we know.
But honestly, look, I know we keep talking about rivals. We keep praising them like they're gods of Overwatch in Montreal or something. But really, it's interesting to see a team like this develop because they started the year, or the season more like, with a lot of talent, but very raw, unprocessed talent. And now they really feel like they are a straight line going from point A to point B, and it is no shenanigans, no
Exactly.
gimmicks. They are going for kills. They get the picks. They have synergy. They understand when they need to be at all times. Man, this team is pro level Overwatch.
Yeah. Right now, like they're playing like really out of this world because we know the guys, like we know the players, and sometimes the BM could get in the way. Like sometimes to times, guys, we know. But the thing is, right now they're playing like really seriously. They want to be taken like as serious players. So maybe maybe people will watch our plays and everything. Like we want to look good, and we can stomp like the other team. We can go like camp the spawning point. But we won't. We will let like one of the DPS do that. We're gonna suppress that point, like be watching that spot. So if they try to flank,
Cover
we're gonna
some
be ready.
angles, yes.
So they're really playing like we're not letting any chance the other team. So come at us strong, and you're gonna play against like a pro level team.
They always have the right strategy, and we saw this because a lot of those players were on We Rise last season.
Exactly.
And we saw a lot of this happen. So they win a game, kind of a wash, and then they go in, they try to camp the spawn, they lose a point because of that. Just because of a dumb mistake where 6 people are in front of a spawn, get an ultimate right in their face, and you just walk on that point and capture. And even though that doesn't necessarily lose games, that's not the right way to play. And I think Rivals is really serious about being, I won't say square, because they really are trying to go out of the box, find the right situations for them, but they really are trying to find their identity as a team, and I think they found it.
But they have like a really great leadership on their side. They have Nico and Jaxby, which I think are like the team captain, and they always like lead the team in the right ways. Like, they always like get the people back. We already know like Dunks has real talent, but Dunks is fair on the BM side. We already know. So to have like good leadership with Jaxby and Nico, and the coach sometimes like Brie is gonna like coach the team.
Yep.
I think they have like a really like a nice entourage to just play the game at really great levels.
They have the right environment and they have the right players, so I don't see why they couldn't develop into even more.
Of course.
All right, guys. So this is it for game 1. 2-0 for Rivals versus I Need Healing. We are going to take a bit of a break, but don't go anywhere. We will come back with the game between Windstorm Gaming and Beaver Riders. Do not miss this. This is the game for the second spot in the rankings, and it is going to mean a lot going into the finals in a couple of weeks. Don't go anywhere.